Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play, first pass for Brady. And incomplete to open things up.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Brady. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, 66.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers!
The first
big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now Jones. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hey, Alabama. 450.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nothing, our score after 1. Brady going to go on 4th down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
He completes this to Russell Gage. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Completes it again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Brady to throw again. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, a touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 44, Rodgers. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And this will be caught downfield by Gage. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Brady. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. To the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Hollywood.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Alabama.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The final shot before half for Brady. Buying time to, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Knocked away, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Play action. Now it's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I come alive in the dark.